So before starting, Latoya, did you go over the Zone platform and OneSuite? Do you have any questions in that?
No, I just know I'm just kind of disappointed I can't do it on the phone because you're so used to your mobile. But other than that, I don't use the laptop a lot.
Yeah. So for today's training, it's on the website editor that we have in OneSuite. So to access the website editor, you'll first have to log into OneZone. And once you're in OneZone, you'll be able to see this one login tab here. So once you click on one login, it will take you to the login page. And in the login page, you'll have to search for OneSuite. You'll find it either in the Frequency or in your apps, everything. So just find OneSuite, click on OneSuite, and then you'll be in the OneSuite CRM platform. And once you're here, just scroll down and you'll be in the website editor zone. Just click on it and you'll be in the editing zone of your website. So this is how the editing zone of your website looks like. So to confirm that you're in the editing zone, just look out for your name at the top left corner. Hi, Linda. So this way you can see that you're in the editing zone of the website and not just the website. So this is how your website looks like. These are basically all your widgets. The sections that you see here, which have the settings menu here, these are basically all the widgets that we have. So you can change the widgets, you can pause the widgets, stop the widgets. It's totally up to you, however you like your website. So let's start with the left-hand side of the options first. So if you click on Hi Linda here, in your case, it will say Hi Latoya. So you can see we have a few options here. So the first one is Manage Widgets. So if I click on Manage Widgets here, so like I can see, these are all the widgets that we have, and we can toggle them on and off. It's totally up to us if you want them to show on a website. Like here, Linda has switched off some of the widgets, which she doesn't want to show on the website. It's totally up to you, however you want it. And the best part is that you can move around the widgets. Like if I want the featured communities in the second section, I can drag and drop it here. If I want the sold listings to be below the video of the week, I can drag and drop it here. And if I want the mobile app to be at the bottom, I can drag and drop it here. So this way you can drag and drop and you can switch on and off the widgets that you want. And once you're done with it, just click Save. And then it will automatically be arranged like the way you did. So like here we see, we featured communities in the second section here. The mobile app is at the bottom. So this way you can manage your widgets. Next, we have manage my featured listings and manage my sold properties. So these two basically are these widgets here that we see. So the featured listings, this is the manage my featured listing section. This is the, if you scroll down, this is the manage my sold listing section. So if I go to manage my featured listings, I can basically set the listings that I want to show on my website. So let's say if I don't want to show any listing on my website, I just click the cross button here. So if it's in red and it's in cross, that means that it is showing on your website. And let me click on it. Now, if it's showing a tick mark with a green box, this says that it's not showing on your website. And if you click on it again, then it will say that it's showing on your website. So this way you can basically see, or you can basically set which listings you want to show on your website. Then we have a few settings here, which is my listings only, my listings with photos only, my listings and office listings, and my listings and company listings. We also have this option here to import a saved search. I'll tell you about it later. So these are basically all the options that we have. And the default option is my listings and my office listings, because it will show all the agents of our office's listings and our listings. So this way you can set the option here. And the next option that we have is if you want to show your listings first, or new listings first, or price high to low. And once you have set these options here, you need to go back to the website, because it will automatically update the settings that you do. And once you're happy with the manage my featured listing section, you can move on to the sold properties, sold listings, manage my sold properties here. We don't have much options here because this is just the sole properties that you have done. So here you can just select the price high to low option or recently sold properties first. That's all you can do because these are basically your listings that you have sold. Now, the next option that we have is website settings and layout. Let me go back to the website. So if I click on website settings and layout, the first one is the change layout. Let me start from here. So if I click on change layout, we basically have 4 types of layouts. So this one is the layout number 1. This is layout number 2.
Oh wait,
3.
I'm sorry, Vet. I'm sorry to interrupt.
Yeah.
Because I wasn't signed onto my computer when you went to the profile. So if I go to Zone 1 login,
Sure.
how do I get to my profile again?
You need to go to one login. Have you been to one login?
Yes.
So once you're in one login, can you find OneSuite?
Got that. Okay.
Okay, so in OneSuite, once you're in OneSuite, you can see website editor. If you scroll down a bit, you'll be able to see the website editor option here.
Okay, website editor. Okay.
And once you click on website editor, then you'll be in the editing zone of your website.
All right. Thank you so much. Sorry to interrupt.
No problem. So did you miss anything? Should I repeat it?
I was following everything. Now I'm just catching up to you saying to change the background.
Oh,
Like
okay.
I knew. Okay.
Okay. So I was in the website settings and layout option. So here we basically have, if I click on change layout, so we basically have 4 types of layouts here. It's totally up to you, whichever layout you want to select. Let's say you want to select layout number 4. You can select preview first and see how your website will look like. So this is layout number 4. Everything would be same, just the front page, just the front end of the website will change and rest everything will be the same. So it's totally up to you, whichever layout you want to select. So you can just click on preview first and see how your website will look like. Like, let's say now I want to see layout number 2. So I'll select preview. Now I can see this is layout number 2. And the default one is the layout number 1. I think this is the best one. So that's why most of the agents use layout number 1. But it's totally up to you if you want to use any other layouts. Next, we have these options here, which is heading, theme, logo, Google Analytics, Facebook Pixel, and preferences. So the homepage heading is search for your new home. This heading is basically this heading, which we see here, search for your new home. So if you want to change this line, you will need to go to website settings and layout. And you can type in whatever you want, and then it will show up on the website and the front page. We also have the subheading option here. If you want to add something below this, search for your new home or whatever you write. If you want to add something below this, then you can definitely write a subheading. It's totally up to you. And once you're done with it, you can click save. Or if you don't want to show these headings on the website, you can simply check this box which says hide headings. Then it will not show on your website. Next, we have theme option here. So we basically have 4 types of themes, which is first one is the white one. Then we have gray, then we have gold, and then we have black. So gold is set to default, but if you want to select any other color, I think gold would be the best one because it represents our company color as well. So gold it is. Next, we have the logo option here. So this logo basically means that, can you see this Realty One Group Central logo at the top right corner? So if you want to change this logo, then you need to click on the browse image. And you can upload your image if you want to show anything here. But I think Realty One Group Central would be the best one here because it represents your company. So I think we can leave the logo part and set it as it is. Next, we have Google Analytics. So this basically comes in handy when you are running Google Ads and you have a business profile page on Google. And once you have a business profile page, you are getting the Google Analytics and Google Ads. Then you'll be able to see all the analytics code. You'll be able to get the AdWord ID, the Tag Manager ID, and you'll be able to see all the ad conversion IDs as well. So once you have the business profile in Google and you want to start running ads on Google, and then you want to see how your website is performing, then in that case, you need to copy all of the codes, all of the manager IDs, all of the conversion IDs from Google and paste it here. And once you're done with it, then you can go to Google and check how your ads are performing for your website and also how your website is performing. Next, we have Facebook Pixel. So this basically means that, let me show you how it will look like. Yeah, so do you see this messenger icon at the bottom right corner? So this website is basically connected to the web's Realty One Group central page. I don't know why it's coming in. I think this is Ashafiq. I don't know why it's coming like this. But this is how you can add the Facebook Messenger on your website. I'll show you how. So what you need to do is if you want to add the Facebook Pixel ID script, so you need to go back to Facebook. And once you're on Facebook, you need to click on Ads Manager. Once you come to the Ads Manager page, you need to click on these tools, which says All Tools, these 3 lines. Click on these 3 lines and go to Events Manager. So once you're in Events Manager, now you'll have to do the last step, which is to select the Data Resources tab. And once you select the Data Resources tab, then this page will take you to your ID and how to set up a pixel. So this will be your Facebook Pixel ID. You can just drag, copy it, go back to your website and paste it here. And if you want the script, you need to go back to Facebook, click on Continue Pixel Setup. And since you're installing the code manually, you'll have to select Install Code Manually. And this is the code that we want. So I'll just click on Copy Code, go back to my website and just paste it here. And once I do this, then I need to just save this so that after saving it, Facebook crawlers will basically come to our website and see if it's legit. And once they approve it, then you'll be able to see the Facebook Messenger icon on your page like this. So if anybody comes to your website, they can directly just open the Messenger and they can send you messages on your Facebook. So this way you can set up the Facebook Pixel ID and the Facebook Messenger icon on your page. Next, we have preferences. So this basically means that if you want to set up a lead generation pop-out on your website, so you need to select the preferences tab. So this first one we have is the registration mode. So this basically has 2 options, the soft one and the hard one. So the difference is that if you select the soft one, then if the lead generation pops out, lead generation script or this widget pops out, that means that if you have select the soft one, the person which is on your website can cancel the form. But if you have select the hard one, then the lead generation form will not have the cancel button. And that basically means that if a person is on your website, they'll have to fill up the form. Before once they fill up the form, only then they can use your website, else they won't be able to use the website. So some of the agents have set it to hard and some have set it to soft. It's totally up to you, however you want it. So let's start with the soft one first. Let me select the soft one. And then we have the soft hard registration setting. This basically means that after how many listings do you want to pop out the lead generation form. So let's say I just select 1. After 1 listing I want it. So I'll just select 1. And now I'll just select save. So now what I'll do is I'll cancel this. I'll go back to central website. So now let's say I select 0.728. Let me select any one listing and see if my lead generation form is working or not. So let's start with the first one here. I select the first one. Now, since I've selected to only one listing, so let's see if the form is really working or not. So this is the first listing. And if I go on to the second listing, the form should pop up. So yeah, like this is the lead generation form that we have. Since I've set it to soft, we have the option to cancel the form and move forward. But if we have set it to hard, then we don't have this cancel button, and then you'll have to fill up the form. Until and unless you don't fill up the form, you won't be able to look into the other listings, or you won't be able to use the website. So this way you can set your preferences. So this way you can set your preferences. Now, if I set it to hard and only one, save. Okay. I'll just log out. Let's say this is the first one. Okay, so the hard form is only coming on the first one. I think since we were using the other link, other tab for the website, I think it's catching up that. But yeah, just to give you the gist of how the lead generation form looks like in the soft one and the hard one. So you can set basically according to yourself if you want to set the soft one or the hard form. That's all. So any questions so far? You can just stop me anywhere and ask questions, no worries. Let me set it to soft and only one listing, save. Okay. So now the next two options is clear website cache and logout and logout. So whenever you're done with the website, whenever you have saved everything on the website, just make sure that you click on any one of these, but best one would be clear website cache and logout, so that if you open the website, it won't take you to the editing zone of the website again and again. Next, we have these three options here in the top right corner, which says settings. So if I click on these three options, I can create a new page, I can create a new blog, manage banner, and page attributes. So let's start with the new page. Let's say I want to create a new page. I'll just select this option. And now I'll just have to give the page a name. Let's say ROG Central. Page heading, ROG Central, title, Central. So whenever you create a page, just make sure that you add all these, and then you'll have to select a page layout. So the best one would be to set the first one because it's the default one and it's the basic one. So once you select the page layout, click on create. And once you click on create, you can see the page name here, and this is the info that we have. So what you'll have to do is just click on anywhere between these info, just once, and then it will show you all the editing tools. So now what you can do is you can just use this like basic Microsoft Word, and you can edit all of these, and you can write whatever you want to write in this case. So let's say I want to write things, or whatever you want to write, you can write it here. And then if you want to import a search, so to import a search, basically you'll have to select this option, the arrow option which says import saved search. But to create a saved search, you'll need to go back to OneSuite. And once you're in OneSuite, if you click on listings, you can see the saved searches here. So if I click on my saved searches, I can see that in Linda's profile, there are 4 searches here. But if I want to create a new saved search, I can click on new. Let's say the name is ROG Central. And now I'll have to select a criteria. I'll click on edit. If I know the address or the MLS, I can set it by radius. And if I know any other details here, I can fill it up. But if I don't know anything, I'll just click on map search. And after clicking on map search, the easiest part or the easiest way to search for an area is to select the start a new polygon search. Once I click on it, then I can basically select the area that I want to select. Let's say I want to select this area. So first I'll zoom in. Now let's say I select this area. I'll just click it once, then drag, click again, drag, click, drag, and drop it here. And I'll name it ROG Central. Click OK. So now it will search how many listings are there in this area. So we can see there are 18 listings. So what I'll do is I'll click display as search results. And I can see how many listings are there, what are all those listings. And if I'm happy with it, I'll just cancel this and I click on OK. So now this is the saved search that I'm doing. I'll just click save and close. So the new ROG Central saved search is done. Now I'll go back to my website. I'll click on import saved search. So here I can see the new saved search that I did, ROG Central. I'll just click import. And now we can select if you want a gallery view or a carousel view. I'll just select the carousel view because it looks nice. So I'll just select. And this is how the carousel view will look like. And then you can add this, that this is the area that I have most of my listings, or you can add, this is the area that I serve. These are the areas that I serve, and you can add 2 or 3 import saved searches. And once you're done with it, just click on these 3 dots again and click save. So now you can see that it has automatically extracted all the listings, and this is how your page will look like. And once you're happy with the page, you can click on these 3 dots again, click on publish. Now your page is published, but it will not show up on your website unless you show it here in the top menu. So what you'll have to do is you need to go back to your website. Then you need to create a new menu here. Let's say to create a new menu, you need to click on these 3 dots, these 3 lines, and click on new. So let's say the label is ROG Central. Then after filling the label, I need to select the page. So the page that I created is ROG Central. So I'll select this page. And then it will ask me where do I want to show it on the menu header. So let's say I want it in the first place after Google Form. So I'll just select the first one. Then open type, you need to select new window. And then you can add basically that menu here. So now you can see that page is added here. So if I click on ROG Central, I can see the page that I just created. So this way you can create your page and you can add it on the website. Let me delete anyone. Okay. And let's say if you want to add another menu here with a Google form, or if you want to link any other website that you have, then you need to click on the add button here. Let's say it's the other website that you have, you can select website. And now if you have the website URL, just click on other. Let's say I want this website, I'll just copy the URL. I'll go back to my website. And when I click on other, here it says link to. So you just need to copy paste that URL over here. And once you're done with it, you can select a new window and you can select the position, or you need to select the page or the position where you want to set the menu. Let's say I want to set it at first. I click on add. So here you can say that other website menu that I just added. So if I click on it, it will take me to the page that I just copy pasted. So this is the page that I just copied the URL from. So this way you can basically add any other website, or you could link any other Google form on your website through this. Next, we have the manage banner section here. So manage banner basically means that if you want to change the background of your website, like here in the background, we have this house. So if you want to change the house, you need to click on these three dots, click on manage banner. And you can either import from library or you could import your new banner. But I would say you would select the new banner because in the library, these are basically all the images that are uploaded from the Realty One group. You can select these, but if you want to upload your own ones, then you'll need to go back. Click on these three test settings, go to manage banner and click on new. Once you click on new, you can basically upload your own image, but it says image resolution should be minimum 1920 into 180 or higher with the maximum of 10 MBs. So just make sure that you meet this criteria before uploading the image. You can write an image title here. It will show up in the bottom left or bottom right corner. And then you can browse image. Then all you need to do is you can just select the image and just save it. If you want to link that image to any other website, you can even do that. Link listing, or if you have a URL, just select URL, copy paste the URL over here. So that basically means that if anybody clicks on the image behind you, it will take them to that website. And if you want to show the heading and subheading like we saw, and if you see in the background, it says search for your new home. So if you want to add a small heading and subheading for your image, you can add that as well. It will show up in the left or the right side of the image at the bottom. And once you're done with it, just click save. You can even import your own video. Just click on video and browse video. Just make sure it will be less than 25 MBs. And once you import the videos, similarly, if you want to link that video to a listing, you can do that. Or if you have a URL, just copy paste the URL. Same way, you can add a heading and subheading. Lastly, if you want to add any YouTube video in the background, you need to click on YouTube. Then you just need to copy the URL of the YouTube and paste it here. You can even add a thumb image, but it's not necessary because it won't show up on the website because the video will be running in the background. Let me show you how the video will work. So this, can you see the video running in the background? This is how the videos will run. So I basically imported the videos here and I just saved it. So this way the videos are kept running. I've added, I think, 3 or 4 videos. So this way they keep changing after every 5 seconds. You can add as many videos and as many images as you want. Now, if I click on settings, so like I was telling you, after every 5 seconds, the videos are changing. So it's totally up to you if you want, if the video you want to play is longer, then you can select maybe 10 or 15. But if you have added like 7, 8, or 10 videos, then I think 4 to 5 seconds is more than enough for one video to play. Let's see, slight delay. Didn't set it default, which is 9. Then we have this option here, which is the height mode and overlay option. I think this should be set it to default because it is set to website. And if you want to play around with it, you can. But I'd say that let's just set it to default because this is how the website was created. And once you're done with everything, just click on save, and then you'll see that the images that you have imported and the videos that you have imported will start running in the background. Lastly, we have the page attributes here. So page attributes basically means that if you're running ads for your website on Google or Facebook, then this is how the page or the website or the ad would look like. So if I click view preview, so if I'm running ads on Google, this is how my website will look like. So what I can do is I can change the title over here, but let's just set it to this, Realtor in NJ. Please visit my website to find listings, to find more listings. I can say. And I can write anything here that I want to write and show up on Google. So once I'm done with title and description, this is how it will look on Google. Similarly, if I want to see how it will look on Facebook, I can click on Facebook and see how this will look like. And there's one more thing that we can do on Facebook is that we can add a small image which will show on the top of this ad. So I can just click on browse, upload any image, and I'm done with the Facebook ad. So this way, before running ads on Google and Facebook, you can come to your website, check the page attributes, how it will look. And once you're done with it, just click on save. And lastly, we have this bell icon here. So if I click on it, I can basically see all the published pages and all the draft pages. So if I click on published, I can see these are all the pages that we created. I can edit it, I can delete the pages. It's totally up to me. But to see how many pages you have published or how many are in the draft, you need to click on the bell icon here and you can see it. So any questions so far?
Gijo, this is Nasser. I just have a question about the saved searches that you have done earlier to create a page. Just thinking about reasoning, why would I do that? Because it's, let's say somebody coming as a visitor, he wants us, run the searches and want to save it. But why I want to, just to show my area, as you said earlier, is working area?
So let's say if you're working in like 3 or 4 areas and you just want to show those areas on the website, because if anybody comes to your website, they might think that you are working on many areas, but you are only particular to 3 or 4 areas. In that case, you can create an import search and show up on the website. So these are all the listings and these are all the areas that I work at. That's all.
Okay, is there any website that, any agent website we can see that has many pages, many things that utilized that you've shown here, just to see an example, like what else, what is there?
Let me see if any other agent has done it or not. Let's say, let me see Poornima's page.
Also, I'll just go and take a look.
I think Poornima has not done it. Like, can you see this Facebook Messenger? Like I was telling you earlier,
Yes.
This is how it pop out. So this way you can add the Facebook Messenger. If anybody comes to your website, they can directly send you the messages from here.
So you say I can go to Realty One Group Central and then type in the agent. How do you get this page where you have all the agents shown?
So this page is basically central.myrealty1group.com.
Okay.
So once you come out in this website, you need to click on the agents, and then you can see all the agent profiles here. You can visit their website and you can open and see what they have in the public info.
Got it. Thank you.
To be honest, I don't really know which agent has done it, so I need to basically look into it. And once I do it, I'll definitely send you the link and you can view their website and see how it looks like.
No, I'll just go myself and do that. Thank you so much.
Any other questions so far? Because if you don't, then I think that's it. And this video will be recorded and added on YouTube. So if you want to look it again, you need to go back to OneLogin. And now we have the YouTube channel here. In OneLogin, you can just click on YouTube. And you need to go to playlists. And here we have the training video playlist. So if you click on training videos, you can see all the trainings that we have. So this way, if you have any questions, you can go to YouTube, you can watch the videos, and you can do it side by side and see how it works.
Thank you, Gijo. Appreciate it.
So I think that's it. Thanks for joining in, guys.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Have a good day. Bye-bye.
Bye.